afternoon, Tommaso. What if you could just start by giving us a quick introduction onto who you are and what you do at GPS?
My name is Tommaso Trevisan and I am GPS International Director. So I oversee our partnership with professional football clubs, FC Bayern Munich in North America and Valencia in the rest of the world, as well as all like tour and travels from and to North America.
Okay, superb. So clearly you're not American. So where are you from originally?
I'm from Italy.
Whereabouts in Italy?
Treviso, which is like 30 miles from Venice.
Yeah.
I'm an AC Milan fan and did a sport management degree, master degree, went to London and then from London to Boston, and now I've been working for GPS for the last 3 years.
Superb. In Boston?
In Boston, yeah.
Superb. And kind of before all of that, most people that work within the GPS kind of organisation have a history in football. What's your football history?
I did play for a professional club until I was 18, Treviso, who played in Serie A for 3 years while I was there. Then I was probably not good enough. I was not as good as Ross Wederson, and so I ended my playing career in like low leagues in Italy. While I started managing a club, a youth soccer club, youth football club, sorry, and then from there I just like start working in youth football.
One of the things that I've been impressed about with GPS, certainly on my trips to the US, you'll have someone that heads up like yourself. You head up a critical function across the globe, but you were still very much in touch with coaching. So I mean, I know.
I think it's part of the culture of the club, which is, while obviously there's a lot of like, you know, right now operation, logistic and across the globe, as you said, at the same time we are ultimately a football club, so the coaching keep us all focused on player development and let us continue to be like player centric, and you know the coaching is an important piece of us. I mean, the owners have been coaching until this year, for example, Peter Bradley, so everybody in the club coach one team or have been coaching for long, so it is part of the culture of the club.
Superb. So I know that you're here over the last 10 days with teams that the GPS national teams.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing?
So I mean, we have a program where we, you know, get together our best players from all our locations in North America, and then we travel to tournaments in California, Ireland, England, Sweden, Spain. I've been with a group to Sheffield for the Sheffield Trophy, where we play Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United, Doncaster Rovers and Maiden City. Celtic was at the tournament as well. So I've been there for like 10 days, 10 days a little bit like less, and now I came to visit Bracknell town.
How have you found your trip here today to Bracknell town?
It's been impressed by like, you know, the vision of the club and what you guys want to do and achieve here. You know, we have our international players that are coming very, very shortly, and I'm very, very happy that it looks like everything is ready for them.
Superb. And kind of on that, I suppose from a parental perspective to the US parents back home, perhaps maybe the first time that they're sending their son away and kind of 3,000, 4,000 miles. From a GPS standpoint, so you're kind of here today to look at the standards on campus. How have you found the standards and the things that we put in place on campus?
Yeah, obviously, like, you know, safety of the kids is the most important thing, for sure, like at every level in the organization. When we do a residential camp, or when, I mean, just a kid attend one of our teams, you know, when we think some of our kids are coming all the way across the ocean to Europe to, like, you know, stay here full time, safety is very, very important. So I mean, everything here looks like top notch. There is a feeling of football club, which is the main, you know, advantage, the main competitive advantage of this experience. At the same time, there is a feeling of family and safety, and we are 100% sure that players will be well looked after, and they will have everything they need to experience full-time football experience in Europe, as well as like getting better as persons.
Yeah, I think that's the overriding thing for us here at the club, is to offer them a pathway into, obviously we're a club, which if you look at, I know there's international academies that exist that not GPS, but there are some centres up and down the UK. I'm aware of one in Liverpool and another one in the Midlands for overseas players to come into. But again, they're standalone. They're not necessarily a football club.
Yeah.
So I think a big thing for us is to give the player that's travelling. I think we have certainly five selection opportunities for the American players coming into the UK, or the international players coming in. I think that's a big thing for us as a club. They're coming in for football.
Yeah.
We want to give them an opportunity to play competitive football.
This is not our first partnership with an organisation in Europe to run international academies, and the challenge we had in the last 2-3 years is always finding the right fit for players to play in competitive games, because obviously international clearances and leagues and all the stuff might be challenging at times. So having a club that can host them and can allow them to play at this level is very, very important, will be critical for the experience.
Yeah, I think that's, again, logistically for us it's perhaps a little bit more straightforward, because the teams are our teams, so we haven't got to rely upon a partner club or travel. Just the logistics involved in getting players out to partner clubs it can be challenging. It can be very tricky. You touched on their international clearance. It is but again, in-house we're able to do that here at Bracknell Town. Our secretary's been working through the international clearance, and again, that player welfare. If they're playing in-house games, so they're playing for our in-house teams, so the welfare that we can offer to a player is far higher. We've not got to trust anyone else to keep an eye on that player. They're being coached, developed by Bracknell Town staff at all times, from their daytime training to their evening games. Everyone, hopefully, we touched on it earlier with Ross. I suppose the pinnacle for an international player this season is obviously to get within our first team. I think we have to be realistic. A great target, I think, is for some of the older ones to hit our under 23s to get into there. Obviously, they're run by Ross Weatherstone, who's also a GPS employee in the UK. And again, then you've got the selectional opportunities at our under 18s that Ross will be able to oversee with Liam. So I think there's a lot of opportunity for the players coming in, and it's just it's going to be good to kind of finally get going, because as we touched on with Ross in another conversation earlier today, we've been talking for kind of what seems like 2 years, 18 months. Now only less than 18 days away from welcoming the boys. So we look forward to welcoming them, and hopefully catch up with you again when you're over.
I look forward to coming back and see the boys here. So that will be, right now the campus look great, but obviously it's still quiet. Empty and quiet. So look forward to seeing full of life with our kids there here, and I'm sure they will have a great experience.
Superb. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us today.
You're welcome.